mundo, tudo bem? Oh my gosh. Oi, mundo, tudo bem? Sou Bobinha. I am Bobinha, or Kelsey is my actual name. And today I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about some study methods, some study tools. So, meu método do estudo. Yes, my study method. So I started studying Portuguese in February, so it's been 8 or 9 months maybe. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys kind of what I have been doing and what's been working for me. So the first thing that I started doing is I started learning some words that I just thought were cool or interesting, or that I thought sounded cool or funny. Okay, so in my first video I talked about boba. I mean, boba. It just sounds really silly, and I know that adults don't really use this word, but I don't care. I like it, so I'm using it. Another word that I learned that I just love is abacaxi. The X makes a sh sound, and I just love that for some reason. So abacaxi is pineapple. I'll show you here. Ta-da! Okay, so that's just one example of a word that I thought sounded cool, and so that's what I started studying. So that's one method. The other tool that I have been using besides my students is Duolingo. Duolingo is awesome. It has really short, simple exercises that help you build vocabulary and help you learn some of the grammar. And it does get kind of boring because it's a lot of repetition, but that is really necessary to your study, to your improvement anyway. The more you repeat the expression, the better it and more naturally it comes out. So kind of alongside that idea, oh, okay, before I get to that, with Duolingo, basically what I do is every morning I do 2 or 3 exercises, depending on what my morning is looking like. And I always try to do at least one exercise in the evening right before I go to sleep. So that is the last thing that I think about before I go to sleep. Is Portuguese. Something about while you're sleeping, like your brain really absorbs the information and kind of solidifies it in your head. So if you're studying a language, definitely study right before you go to sleep. In English, we have this expression, study smarter. Actually, it's work smarter, not harder. So if you want to do it simply, definitely study before sleep. Okay, so thinking about repetition, a really good thing that you can do is try to teach your friends or family members some of the words that you're learning. They're going to get really annoyed. My family got really annoyed, but it does work because it creates connection with your personal life. And if you teach it, you're going to learn it better also. So for example, I tried to teach my mom abacaxi. And she could never get it. She kept saying abacaxu, and then she started singing abacaxi, abacaxu, abibidi babidi boo. If you guys have seen Cinderella, then you will know what that is about. But now she can say abacaxi, and every time I say what's pineapple, she can say abacaxi. And of course, I will never forget that word now. So this can be another fun method for you. Yes. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about present continuous tense because those are pretty actually similar in how we use it in English and how we use it in Portuguese. Now, in English, we can use present continuous to talk about the future, but in Portuguese, that's not as common. So in English, for example, let me start with Portuguese. Oh my gosh. Does anyone else think that it's really hard to like record a video? Okay, so the first full sentence that I learned, that I was really excited to learn, is Eu estou te mandando energia positiva, which means I am sending you positive energy. I think this is so important in life anyway, and it's really good to say this to people and to connect with them this way. So I started saying that sentence to everyone, and that is the reason why I can say it so simply. So that's why I decided to talk about present continuous, because this is what's happening right now in the present. I am literally right now in the process of sending you positive energy. Okay, so in English, I am sending you positive energy. So the present continuous uses a form of to be and the gerund. And this is true in Portuguese also. It's to be using the verb estar and the gerund, okay? So the gerund in English is the verb plus ing, okay? In Portuguese, it's the verb plus ando, A-N-D-O, or endo, E-N-D-O, or indo, I-N-D-O. Today I'm just going to talk about the A. So any verb that ends in AR will have the A-N-D-O ending, and that's the gerund, okay? So, eu estou, I am. Sending you is kind of reversed. It's you sending in Portuguese. The chi is T-E. Chi is you. Okay, so eu estou te mandando. Mandar is to send, okay? So it's sending. Mandando is sending. Energia positiva. So energia is the noun, and it's described by the adjective positiva. Energia is a feminine noun. Remember last video I talked about how adjectives agree in masculinity or femininity. So because energia is a feminine noun, the adjective positiva ends in an A, okay? So I am sending you positive energy. Eu estou te mandando energia positiva. So I said that sentence to everybody that I could. I tried to teach it to some friends, and now I will never forget it. So those are my tips. Try to find some interesting words that you think sound cool. Really commit to the repetition. Repeat, repeat, repeat. That's the best way to improve. Teach your friends, teach your family. Duolingo is awesome. There are a ton of other resources that you can use that I can talk about later, but this is just what I have been doing and what has worked for me. So thank you guys for watching. Again, of course, please subscribe to my channel, give me some likes, and if you want to, comment, tell me what you want to learn next or what you want to see next. Hopefully, or I will be doing more videos. I don't have a schedule yet, but bear with me, guys, okay? So thank you so much. Muito, muito obrigada. And I will see you guys soon. Ciao!